Hello, hello, baby cakes. I hope that you're doing great, feeling blessed and highly favored. Welcome to your Mercury Retrograde reading here. It's in the sign of Leo, and it's here from July 18th until August 11th. All right, Gemini, we're going to be looking into your rising and sun sign, so know that this reading is more inclined to your rising sign. So if you happen to be a Gemini sun, hey, baby cakes, please go check out your rising sign, okay? All right, so let's see. This retrograde, Mercury retrograde in Leo is happening in your third house. Okay, so that has to do with communication. It has to do with your immediate environment. It does have to do with the intellectual and the lower education. It does speak of short journeys and that sort of vibe. Okay, so looking into the energies, we're going to be getting how can you embody self-awareness, what's coming in, what will be playing out in your favor with the self-awareness. Okay, I will be getting a message here from Spirit. And we also will get guidance with how to surrender and move forward with this energy. And we're going to keep it lighthearted as well. We're going to get a few messages from the Rebel deck. I love this deck. All right, so let's start off here. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Universe. So Gemini Rising. With this retrograde taking place, your ruler Mercury is retrograding for you. So this, because it's in your house and because obviously Mercury, right, it's going to feel really, really strong for you. And you're going to feel this maybe as much or a little bit more than Leo. Okay. So it's lighting up your communication zone. I'm feeling like you were holding on to some sort of communication, are going to be holding down the fort for everybody else, and you're going to be holding communication. So do know that text messages, communication is not going to be your forte, okay? Think of text messages, communication, and gotten wrong, forgotten appointments, things just like you completely have brain farts, completely forget, okay? So during this time, please double check everything. But also, it is a very powerful time for you to reflect on how you want to express yourself. Okay. And are your words truly reflecting your heart? So, perfect timing for journaling, for voice notes, for writing a mean letter to someone, but not delivering it and getting rid of it so you can express yourself there. A beautiful time as well to be creative when it comes to writing, podcasts, getting something started here for yourself and for the collective. So this is a time for you to get that clarity back. All right. So let's look into the energy. All right. So we have a win-win outcome in forecast, full moon in Libra. So this is any sort of connections and other things. And yes, of course, this Mercury retrograde is here again. And it's not just about tech glitches, X-lighting into your DMs, maybe you going in and, doing your thing, but be careful if you are doing this thing, okay? So this retrograde is a sacred invitation for you to slow down, reflect, and realign with what really matters for you mentally, spiritually, and emotionally. All right, so we have new moon in Scorpio. This is going to be showing us some things that we don't want to talk about, things that we need to balance out in connections, partnerships, any sort of new situations. With the Libra card coming into place, this is telling you that divine energy is all around you and things will play out in your favor here. Okay. And with this energy, we also have your guidance coming in. Okay, Spirit saying I'm getting ahead of myself. And with the energy of your self-embodiment, I'm seeing the World card. So I'm not feeling exactly you embodying finality or closing up, but it's like rearranging yourselves to see things from both sides of equations. Okay, so Spirit is really guiding for you to release any sort of judgments that you have about yourself and others. At this time, it's just a time for you to take in information, reflect, to see how you're going to move from situations. Then you can finally bring in the new rearrangement. And I do see you letting go of confusion and over analyzing with all the options that you may have in the energy. I'm seeing 2 of Cups, 3 Cups, and the World card with a 7 of Pentacle energy. You're getting too much. Okay, everybody had just 1 or 2 cards pop up into my hand, and you're just like all over the place. Okay. And with the energy, Spirit is saying surrender on healthy relationships, things that you need to surrender. So, Gemini, Mercury retrograde isn't here to mess with you, okay? So it's here to bless you with reflection, clarity, and alignment. Is a sacred cosmic pause. Trust the process, laugh at the little glitches, the miscommunication, try to make amends with everything. It is for redirection, okay? When it comes to situations here, surrender on healthy relationships. I feel like you're going to get a lot of attention when it comes to love and relationships. So right now, try not to, no, I'm not going to say date, but not to make things official at this time, okay? You know, things that start during Mercury retrograde end pretty fast. So let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You know who these people are. All right. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Bottom of the deck, this is telling me you are trying too hard in situations. So surrender to effortlessness. Stop pushing so hard. The art of living means going with the flow instead of trying to force the river. All right. Or you're forcing yourself to like someone, forcing yourself to still be a friend with someone, forcing yourself to stay in a situation that is bringing you some sort of dishonor. Okay. All right. So let's see here the messages to keep it lighthearted here with zero filter, zero fucks. All fun with a rebel deck. What messages does Spirit want you to get right now? Gemini rising, Gemini sun. So happy reflecting and happy recharging, Gemini. All right, let's get one more. Thank you, Divine. Thank you, Universe. Thank you. Thank you. Woo-hoo-hoo. Okay. Bottom of the deck. You are being shady, Gemini. Watch out. Shit could get ugly. All right. You are going through some tough shit, Gemini. Everyone has their turn. Welcome to yours. Gather your tired ass up and handle it. Handle your business, Gemini. Alrighty, here we go. You need a good fucking cry. Get the ugly cry on. Let that shit go. Your soul will thank you. Last but not least, shit is going down with your job. For some of you, is reevaluating, moving into a different energy space. So with that, know that partnerships, that is also anything that has to do with work, could be with school, could be with the mind. But nevertheless, reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. Okay? Loving you a long time. Thank you so much for the likes and sending you love back. We will connect again very, very soon, Gemini. Namaste.